Yeah.
So
The failures are so important, man.
yeah.
Honestly, the failures are so important. The amount of, I mean, for me, I think about the failures that I had when I was younger, and the biggest failures is the in real life approaching, in real life talking to women, the amount of rejections, the amount of go away I had as a 17, 18-year-old from women. I remember like when I first got it and I was like, my world is literally falling apart. Like, what the hell? I need this ground to swallow me up. And you kind of just got to become rejection proof and think that it's not actually about you as much as you think it is, especially with the in real life approaches. Dates is a bit different, right? Because the woman's selected you before, well, depending on how you've met her. You said you met your lady on Bumble. How do we find meeting people on the apps and then seeing them in real life? What's that like? I'll start with you, Elina. So you match on an app, the date's set up, you have an exchange. I just wanted a quick caveat. You have an exchange, no voice note, no phone call, it's just text.
Just text.
You meet him in person. What's the vibes?
No, I actually prefer that.
Do you?
I was on a dating apps like some time ago, and I didn't like when like just a man was starting trying to do a chat with me like every single day, just like how
Texting?
are you? Yeah, just texting. Didn't make sense for me because like I didn't know him, and I really liked the few days I actually went on. It was with someone who actually messaged me, right? Like, how was your day? And then okay, let's book something for tomorrow.
Simple.
Yeah, simple. And then we will meet each other. I didn't know anything about him. Just depends on like the what's saying on the app basically. But I prefer that much more better. Like, I think it's pointless to chat just online. I've never met him before.
I hear you. I do hear you on that. Yeah. One of the things I was quite big on in the early days was of you know, when we started the Masculine Essence was assuming familiarity. And I think assuming familiarity is great. In a lot of instances, you know, just in general, when you're going about life, it's almost like you act like you know somebody, not in a patronizing or condescending or, you know, that kind of way, but you're so at ease with yourself that it's just like, you know, you're cool with them. But I think sometimes what can happen is when you apply that to dating, and we've had this discussion as well, right? When you apply that to dating, there's a little bit of projection there, and the woman thinks, well, first of all, you don't even know me. Is this a script? That can also be a bit of a script.
Yeah.
What? How come you're acting like that? How come you're calling me baby girl after like 3 dates?
Yeah.
I've been guilty of that sometimes. But how come you're doing that? You don't even know me. And to some women, that can be a repellent. I found they found like that's kind of like a script, right? It's quite interesting. Yeah, have you got any kind of like experience of that when guys are doing stuff like that to you?
Like too fast, yeah.
Too fast.
Always. Like for me, I had lots of situations when they've started to like call me something like that, or saying even about relationships, like after 2-3 dates. I'm like, well,
They're saying what? Sorry.
saying about relationships.
They're mentioning about getting into a relationship after 2-3
kind
dates.
of. It felt,
Or
yeah.
hinting at it.
Yes, yeah. And
In what
for
way?
me, just like, oh, when we will be together, or like just in a few dates we will be together, or something like that.
These aren't British guys, are they?
No.
I didn't think so. We're too nonchalant for that.
Yeah. And I didn't like that at all, because I need a lot of time. I need like 7 to 10 dates to go to relationships.
And then he's allowed to check your phone.
Maybe. No, I think the phone he's allowed to check just after I'll have ring on my finger.
Damn, one of them, eh?
Yeah.
I hear it.
Wow.
And May, how did you find the matching on an app and then seeing the woman in person? How did you find that?
It's different. For me, it was more so like I saw it as meeting like a friend, like how you connect with a friend. Like, hey, let's have a chat, let's have a coffee or something. So that's how I viewed it initially. And then if it came to there being a romantic connection there, then I would pursue it. So for example, there were a few first dates that I rejected, and I was like, they were very interested, and I was saying,
I remember this, yeah.
it was nice, we can be friends, but
no.
But no.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I mean, there was no like first dates where I got rejected either. So like every date that I had was like second and third date.
Did you take that as like a confidence booster going into?
I think that I contributed to the mock dates and also the program. Yeah, and just understanding vibes a little bit, like be able to like connect with them and I think it's just it's a feelings thing. Like you can see, I mean, I can sort of translate it for people, like, oh, like the way they're looking and the way they're angling their body, or if they're touching, like things like that. I can sort of translate vibes into like what it looks like for men.
Right. Yeah.
But for me, the dating apps to that initially was just to meet them, and then if there was that
Spark.
signals,
Yeah.
then I would pursue it.
Yeah. That's a really good point. I'm a big advocate of that. Meet them in person and see what it's like. And also as well, flip the narrative a little bit. I don't know how Elina's going to feel about this, but I'm big on just like men taking back the power and being like, okay, cool, first date, I'm vetting you. Let's see if you're good enough for me. How about that? Because a lot of the time men is, they're the ones almost being interviewed. Yeah. They're the ones being grilled, being like, okay, cool, let's see if this guy, and then the woman decides, I don't want to see you for a second date.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I agree with
you. Agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
It feels the confidence and more like inner peace when the man is like choosing as well. I don't know. It attracts me.
Yeah.
To be honest, because then I can feel it like he has a personality as well. He chooses. Yeah. I would respect him more if we would go in relationships.
It's a respect thing two ways as well. You respect me, but then it's also a self-respect thing.
Yeah.
That I respect myself enough.
Exactly. It feels...
Let me actually see what it's like with you in person, because there's nothing worse than getting in front of a woman that she doesn't even want to be there. How horrible that feeling is. You feel it in your stomach. You're like, you don't even want to be here. So what are we doing? Let's go. Go, see you later.
Yeah.
There's no point. It doesn't matter how good looking or how amazing she is or how much your mum will like her or how much she'll get on with your sister. Keep it moving, man.
I know, yeah. I had a lot of situations when I rejected a man and he was like trying and trying and again and trying. In some way it's nice, but if I like said no, definitely, and you keep trying, I wouldn't respect him.
Is this after a first date, second date? What's this after?
It was more like after the friendship, I would say, not actual dating.
Oh,
no, it happened with the dates as well. After the first date sometimes, yeah. He was like trying messaging me again and again, and I'm like, sorry, no.
Even after you made it clear that you're not interested?
And he's like, I'm looking at this message and I'm like, oh, just respect yourself. Love yourself a bit more. Like, that's weird. Like, I have on my Instagram some people who are, like went to maybe one date maximum, a long time ago. And they replying to each of my story. I've never replied them back. Never, ever, for like years. And they keep replying and like, you look beautiful. And then
just
again,
having conversations with themselves.
Trying to call me and something. And in the end, they just block him. So...
Damn.
That's for me. It's like,
are these
you're not real man.
are these Turkish uncles by any chance? Are they, what kind of what kind of guys are these?
No, I don't.
They're not.
No.
Okay.
Damn. I think some of them were British.
Send them my way.
Yeah, you need to do that.
Send them my way. Yeah.